वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
Hello. We have committed 20,000 rupees to the Miracle Society, which helps neonatal center newborn abandoned children. These are the provisional projects that we have on hand, sir, but we hope to do many things more. Thank you. So we have adopted, in thalassemia we have adopted 20 children, and there are about 6 members who have taken up the support of 20 children.
Let us start with thalassemia only, and we are glad.
Thalassemia is a flagship project, sir.
This I am very much aware of, and the advisor for thalassemia is none other than AKS Society, and we are quite happy that he has taken the responsibility to advise the district on this matter, and it was his suggestion that came to us in the initial stage, that when we do the comparison of the work done by the club president and his leadership during the year, we must allocate some points on the children who are being adopted. And I liked the idea, and I had incorporated that. And initially, Past President Neeraj had worked with him, and then accordingly we put it into the form. But 2 days back, when we were finalizing the form, initially marks allocated were 10 per child. Then what I realized, since this is an important sector which we need to support, double the points.
Wonderful.
Great. Instead of 10, so we have now fixed a point of 20 points per adoption of the children. That's one thing. And secondly, besides of for the past few days, various clubs where I am visiting, the topic of thalassemia has been coming at one or the other forum also. So we will be needing your advice as far as the district is concerned, how we can look forward on such a matter. And today morning also I was in Delhi Citizen Club, where one of the member of the club, she herself and her husband is a thalassemia major, you can call it, and the person who is himself or herself infected, you can very well imagine the sense of commitment for a cause. And her name is Shubha Khatri, we are aware of. She has specified, I told her that today I am going to Hyderabad and I will be having a meeting, you will be also there. So she has also offered that anything, any kind of a support individually through herself or through her organizations, other than Rotary also she is attached, can be any kind of support that can be given. And moving further, there is one club, the Science of which had applied for a global grant few years back. They still have funds available with them, they were asking me to suggest a place where that funds can be utilized. So I would be too happy if you can give us a proposal in a way so that whatever children's, number of children's or the way the funds can be utilized, so those funds are moved in a direction where both ends get meet. Their funds are utilized and these funds have been obtained only for thalassemia patients. So anything and everything that is required for a thalassemia patient can be used. How the process we have to discuss with them, what kind of process they would like, maybe a kind of a report or kind of it should be a pre-approval or a post-approval. I exactly will work it out what are the conditions of the grant, and that can be utilized for your project which is very close to your club. You have to like to add anything on that?
I just if you're talking of the same,
Perhaps talking of the same Mr. Nanda's club. क्लब का नाम था राजधानी है या because Vinod Bansal ji and Jitendra Nanda came to me and they had 1 CR for the fund because they couldn't open the project. Maybe it's different, but they came to me. You see, they wanted a new setup, so I told them to go to Delhi because here we have a capacity to do 500 transfusions a month. We are over surplus. So we offered them to give us the money so we can buy machines, but they said no. I will set up a new thalassemia center. So if we have the funds, Neeraj will be better to guide. They will not allow us to buy machines and things in an existing project. So we have to set up a new, but there's a dire need for new center in the district because only one to my knowledge in Faridabad is a Rotary. उल्टे सीधे तो बहुत चल रहे हैं यहाँ पे. They collect money in the name of thalassemia children, blood इकट्ठा करके बेच देते हैं मार्केट में. बहुत सारा कपड़ा है, पर हमारी ये है कि हमारे पास इतने बच्चे नहीं हैं अभी. सो जो we can deploy new funds in the district open a new center. I think very यही requirement होगी ना नीरज नए grant के. They will not permit you to. But
this is not the same club. Okay. I'm talking about
that is a different project. They were supposed to put up a new thalassemia center in Rotary Blood Bank building.
Yeah.
There was one dialysis center project and then one thalassemia project. Both got stuck somewhere because there was some problem in Rotary Blood Bank.
So I'm not referring to this particular.
He is talking about that.
also because they came to me with 1 CR and twice we know.
Yeah, that's about 1 CR.
No, this particular club I'm referring to, Rotary Club of Delhi Belgium. This is the club of a youngster where they did 2 projects. One, they got the thalassemia van which they gave it to Rotary Blood Bank for utilizing for the purpose. And second, they had funds. Funds should be approximately, I think, if I correctly remember, around 20 to 25 lakh rupees. Funds they are still lying in the account, which they have not been able to use it.
That is separate. This is a separate.
This is a separate account. So what I thought was, if they are not able to use it, then I specifically asked them what is the objective of the grant. They said that anything relating to thalassemia there can be used.
ठीक है, we'll come back to you. मैंने नोट आपसे बात करती है इस जो है वो भी आपके डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है करोड़ रुपये घूम रहे हैं.
550 samples.
What is your target?
PLF industry. We plan 50,000.
50,000. You are the first person in the district of the club where I have been going, where a person has given me such an ambitious target. Very good. I am proud of you.
So we have already identified 5 schools, government schools, where they take more whole refined plants. That's provision for culture. So we are trying to identify more government schools where there is a lot of space.
You can also think of planting trees in the Arabi.
Yes, sir. Even that minister has that she give us place for 100,000 plants. So
Even the Deputy Commissioner of Faridabad, when he met me last, he also said that we will give you the land for the urban, for building the urban forest. 2 acres of land, he said, we have given plant producing bulk. If he is not here, he must be aware of the latest development that took place. He must be aware of what the latest development. In fact, cycles, which you are donating, 10 cycles. This was at the tree plantation drive that took place at Vidyasagar School, where the DC was there. Typically, what is the update on the urban land which the DC had committed to us?
They are trying to demarcate that area, sir. मेरी बात हुई थी बीस साल से डिमार्केट वो कहते हैं 15 अगस्त के बाद में आपसे उनकी बात होगा क्योंकि बिजी सेक्युलरली एंड नाउ दिस 13 अगस्त में 15 अगस्त के बाद करेंगे 2 एकड़ जगह बात कर रहे हैं बाउंड्री में लगानी है उनकी सिर्फ MCS से कोऑर्डिनेट करना उन्होंने कोऑर्डिनेशन से भी रुकी हुई है तो एवरी ऑफिसर इज बिजी सर इतने डिस्ट्रिक्ट के काम आ गए हैं ये सारे ऑफिसर जो है बिजी है इसलिए
प्राइम मिनिस्टर विजिट है ना
जी
प्राइम मिनिस्टर विजिट है 24 को PM is coming on
सारी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन ही एब्सेंट है
24 के बाद इंसान आएंगे.
हम लोग 15 का है तो 24 भी है
In fact, it was at the insistence and the request of the DC only that he said, "क्या हमारे को?" Rather, it was other way around. I had first because when we met, I thought let me ask to him what before asking something from him, let me ask him what he requires from Rotary. So it's always a better thing. पहले बोलो कि आपको क्या चाहिए, फिर मैं बोलूँ कि हमें क्या चाहिए. I started with this. I said कि आपको हमारे रोटरी से क्या अपेक्षा है, क्या हमसे चाहते हैं. He said 3 things. One is he asked for tree plantation करिए, मैं आपको 2 एकड़ की लैंड देता हूँ. Second, he said I would request the Rotary clubs to adopt some schools in Faridabad. Adoption of school does not really mean that you have to spend a lot of money in the school. Adoption of schools means that when you adopt a school, the Rotarians or their partners can visit the schools occasionally. And by visiting the school occasionally, what happens is that the teachers, the principals, they think that someone from outside is coming to inspect the school, which is not the case. But even if they think that way, let them think that way. The benefit is that the moment they feel that we are coming from outside, they tend to keep the house in order. But when you go there regularly, maybe once in a fortnight, the result is that the school improves. And when you find small things like the toilets are not properly there, the taps are leaking, or maybe you find something which is required in the school, like maybe some stationery, pencil, whatever it is, small things can be done, taken care of. And we are encouraging clubs to install wind station. We have set up a target of about 100 wind stations to be installed in the school. The idea behind the installation of wind station is that 90% of the children they get sick because of only 2 reasons. One, they don't wash their hands before meals, and they don't wash their hands after they use the washrooms. So the idea was to make a behavioral change in the children so that they learn a habit, and when they go home, they tell their siblings, their parents that please wash your hands that way. Ultimately, at the end of the day, what we need to have healthy children. Ultimately, they are the future of tomorrow. And that way, in the schools, you can also think of adopting in the schools. The third, the DC asked me was, can you donate us 100 cycles? So I immediately said, okay, we will donate 100 cycles to you, but the responsibility of identifying the deserving girls, underprivileged girls, is yours, number one, and to ensure that those cycles are not sold in the market thereafter. They remain with them. He immediately agreed. He said, I will make sure that they are with them, and somehow the timing couldn't match because we have an issue at Hyderabad, the PM is coming. Otherwise, initially I had thought of having, we are having a cycle rally, all girls, women cycle rally in Delhi for cancer awareness. And we had thought initially that we would ask those 100 girls also to participate, but somehow that is not workable now. But in any case, as far as the distribution of cycles is concerned, that dates, I think we have to coordinate.
Around 20th when you are coming, sir.
Okay.
Using the cycle, will be ready. Already 80, more than 80 cycles have been delivered as of today. Delivered to his office. जो जहाँ दिए उन्होंने तो वहाँ हमने डिलीवर कर दी हैं, तो बाकी 100 साइकिल हो जाएगी सर। उसके बाद टाइम ले लेंगे उनसे, टेंटेटिव हो रखा है। अगर आप पहले आना चाहेंगे सर तो फिर सेपरेट अरेंजमेंट कर लेंगे, वो अभी जी कोऑर्डिनेट कर लेंगे आप साथ। आइए जी, पहले को डेट देते हैं, हमें तो सर आधा पौना घंटा चाहिए। जगह उन्होंने बता दी है सर, कन्वेंशन सेंटर में करना है, ये पूरा कन्वेंशन सेंटर सेक्टर 12।
अच्छा 12।
हाँ, और BEO को उन्होंने इंस्ट्रक्शन दे दी है, क्योंकि दी लिस्ट ऑफ 100 गर्ल्स वो भी पहुंच गई होगी जी। आपस में डेट मैच करनी है और बस दैट इज डन। 1 घंटे का प्रोग्राम होगा, यहाँ अपने क्लब प्रेजेंट्स बुलाएंगे।
कोशिश कर ले 20 की रखें, आना भी होगा।
जैसा जैसा डी से कैसे डेट जैसा ठीक से चलेगा।
My suggestion is there is by Rotary monogram can be.
हाँ जी, लग गया जी, 2 जगह पे लगाया।
That branding in any
ब्रांडिंग हॉस्पिटल
That is important because जैसा आपने कहा ना सर, वो बेच देते हैं तो बिकने वाली कहानी खत्म हो जाएगी। तो स्टिकर तो उतर जाएगा। स्टिकर नहीं,
बैटरी का लगाएंगे, स्टिकर लगाया है,
पेंट
मडगार्ड भी लगाया, स्टिकर भी हमने, और चेन कवर पे लगाया है। पेंटर नॉट
पेंटर पे
फिट साइकिल पे नहीं होता जी ये काम, सिर्फ वो मेटालिक लग सकता है। तो वो 100 साइकिल के मेटालिक बनाना जो है
dispenser and that would also add value to it. So system that comes coin to be inserted in it. If you buy this coin or 21 or whatever you decide, but that's a good idea. The dispenser is not very expensive, and you can place it in a place where the girls will.
60 किलो
8-9 हज़ार
सस्ता
10,000 के आसपास।
but maybe one of the club in Delhi is looking into through a CSR grant. They're looking into getting the dispenser in bulk. If they do it, then I will connect it to your club. Just remind me. Then maybe you can get it from them, whatever number is desired. But there are a few other organizations also which normally give the dispensers, but otherwise also it's not very expensive. This, because once you give it distributed, they take it to their house. Being in a school, it is placed in a very strategic good location where they feel secluded, and they use it, they take it out, and that's a better thing to think of that. In terms of supporting environment, nutrition we have already discussed. There is another very major issue that we all are facing these days, and that is the water table is going down every day. Though we have an issue of drainage system in Faridabad. That is something which is, we really can't do anything, can't help it. That's purely government job, and it's a massive project where we really can't do anything. But as far as rainwater harvesting is concerned, that's something where we should definitely look into. Maybe the park in the locality where we are living, all the schools that you adopt, those areas you should really look into having rainwater harvesting at least. The water table is something otherwise is going down every day. Rather, I would go a step further in the sense that even a small step of fixing aerators on the tap saves the water consumption by 50%. Yesterday evening, we were at one of the installations at Taj Mansingh Hotel, Delhi. There, after the GOV, when I went to the washroom, I was very happy to see the aerators fixed on all the taps. And the water was flowing like a fawara, and the quantity was less, but we could use the purpose, and the saving was there. So the five-star hotel can implement that concept of fixing aerators. Why can't we do it? And I've been told that the price is very less. I think it should not be more than 100 rupees, depending on different qualities that you have. If you need it for the bulk distribution, you can always think for a cheaper version also. That's something which I don't think should be a big issue at all. वैसे तो मैं फरीदाबाद में जब भी आता हूँ तो एक बार जरूर बोलता हूँ कि we need two things to be done in Faridabad. One is that if all the clubs can join in together and think of doing some big project, and you have the potential, you need to identify what can be done. My talk to the DC was only in this direction. When after he asked me, and I gave him all whatever he asked for. Then I asked him, क्या मुझे अपने रिसर्च क्या बताओ कि आप क्या चाह रहे हो मेरे से? तो I said कि कोई बड़ा लैंड का चक दे दिला दो रोटी को. Yes. And he said he will let us know what is the process that has to be adopted and where is the availability. This is what he had said. Maybe after he gets free from the PM visit, again catch up with him and talk to him. That's one thing. And secondly, as regard to the revival and rejuvenation of the water bodies, we, all of us are aware of that we had two major big water bodies which are now dried. One is the Suraj Kund, one is Patkalli. And ये तो हमारे तब आज से हमारे जो बच्चे बाद में आएंगे तो उनको तो वो तो सुनेंगे नहीं, बट हम लोगों को देखा है अपनी आँखों से. जैसे आप सब लोगों ने वहाँ पे देखा होगा, खेला भी होगा वहाँ पे.
अब उसको रिवाइव करने का चल रहा है सर. चल रहा है. चल रहा है.
सीरियसली चल रहा
But who is looking after that?
MLA.
But he is looking after the revival of the Bhatkal or the Suraj Kund?
ये फोटो भी फोटो सर फोन आपके साथ
मैं वो नहीं जब वाले दिन जब आए थे बस कोई.
In fact, only yesterday I received a message that she wants to have a dialogue with me. So, maybe today we are receiving the GO and maybe some other day.
करा दे फोन तो करेक्ट कर दे.
politician doing a project and a Rotarian doing a project, there is a big difference. Our concept is, once we decide, we plan, we move in the direction. आप लोगों के क्लब ने, आपके क्लब ने जो मेमोग्राफी वैन का जो प्रोजेक्ट किया था, ऐसे ही हुआ है। आप लोगों ने सोचा और एक बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट प्लान किया है। यू वर वेरी सक्सेसफुल इन डूइंग इट। माय कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स टू योर क्लब। इट्स वेरी गुड प्रोजेक्ट। फर्क है, look in terms of the direction, the commitment, and the Rotarians knowing very well that there is no doubt on the transparency, there is no doubt on the integrity, there is a complete ownership is involved, and the belief in the concept. That is the reason why any and every project of Rotary which is thought of becomes successful. I have not seen a single project in Rotary which is conceptualized, started, and not implemented. Technical issue आ जाए तो बात अलग है, but 99% को I think किसी भी क्लब में किसी ने कुछ सोचा तो वो जरूर पूरा होता है, कहीं उसमें कोई इशू नहीं आता। हाँ बताइए।
कहीं ना कहीं अभी दिल्ली में अवेयरनेस नहीं है कि
गाजियाबाद का तो मैंने नहीं सुना, बट गुड़गांव का जरूर मुझे मालूम है।
गुड़गांव तो शुरू से गुड़गांव तो बट उसमें
I have seen कि गाजियाबाद से बहुत बात बनाई जाती है, which I think कहीं ना कहीं कोई अवेयरनेस देनी पड़ेगी कि भैया फरीदाबाद और गुड़गांव में है, सो भाई गो टू गाजियाबाद।
आप छोटा सा एक काम करें,
बताएं सर।
मुझे कल शाम तक एक मेमोग्राफी वैन की पिक्चर,
ठीक है सर।
आपके क्लब का नाम,
ठीक है सर।
कॉन्टैक्ट पर्सन,
ठीक है।
और नॉर्मली हाउ मच यू आर चार्जिंग?
Well, we are charging 10,000 plus if the distance is more than 50 kilometers, then they charge a little extra.
50 से ज़्यादा है कहाँ पे?
है ही नहीं, कहीं भी नहीं है।
वो 10,000
हाँ, 10,000 है।
वो तक जाएगी।
कैंसर फाउंडेशन में बात हुई थी,
जब 50 किलोमीटर
जैसे कैंसर फाउंडेशन बात हुई थी सर, up to 20,000 rupees will be reimbursed to the club.
फाउंडेशन दे रही है, so then it is fine.
That is okay. फ्लायर बना के मुझे आप कर दे दीजिए।
कल दे दो।
मंडे को my responsibility, I will post in every group.
ठीक है सर, गुड, थैंक यू।
या कंटेंट दे दीजिए, फ्लायर
सिर्फ कंटेंट दे दीजिए।
ठीक है सर।
आप कंटेंट दे दीजिए, आप रकेश तिवारी को भेजिए।
जैसे कलोजिया को भेजा ना नहीं, लाभा साहब, जैसे कलोजिया को भेजा है, वैसे ही बना के
आप कंटेंट दे दीजिए, ये इसको अपने हिसाब से डिस्ट्रिक्ट के साथ।
आज वो कनौजिया जी के क्लब में यहीं से बस गई है आज सुबह।
आज यही बना।
आज यहीं से गई है। सब लेकिन लेक में जानी थी।
तो थोड़ी सी अवेयरनेस की बात है।
नहीं ये हो जाएगा, ये हम कर देंगे। ब्रदर, हमारे से लोग पूछते रहते हैं कि हमें प्रोजेक्ट बताइए कि हम क्या प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हैं। एवरी क्लब वी विजिट, दे आस्क अस दैट वी सजेस्ट दी काइंड ऑफ प्रोजेक्ट दैट वी कैन डू। ये इसको हम प्रमोट कर देंगे। आप आगे एनीथिंग एल्स व्हिच यू थिंक
डिजिटल एक चीज ਜਿਹੜਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਰੇਨ ਵਾਟਰ ਹਾਰਵੈਸਟਿੰਗ ਸਿਸਟਮ ਲਗਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਕਲੱਬ ਉਹ ਕਰਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਗ੍ਰਾਂਟ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ ਅਗਰ ਕਈ ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ 5-6 ਜਗ੍ਹਾ ਤੇ ਇਕੱਠੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਾਰਕਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਅਗਰ ਆਈਡੈਂਟੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਕੋਈ ਏਰੀਆ ਆਈਡੈਂਟੀਫਾਈ ਕਰਦੇ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਗ੍ਰਾਂਟ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰੇਨ ਹਾਰਟ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮਿਲ ਸਕਦੀ ਹੈ।
तो ऐसा है कि आप प्रपोजल कोई बना के दे दो तो डिस्ट्रिक्ट ग्रांट के बारे में हम देंगे।
स्पेशली इस वक्त जहाँ वाटर लॉगिंग इतनी ज़्यादा है वहाँ पे उसके सारे पिक्चर वो सब ऑडियो वीडियो जो भी है बना के वो आपको बताता है कि यहाँ
ये
यहाँ
प्रपोजल बना
हाँ,
लीजिए
वो
कि
proposal
कहाँ
सारा बना के आपको
करेंगे,
भेज
उसकी
देंगे।
कॉस्ट इन्वॉल्वमेंट क्या होगी,
हाँ जी
कैसे होगी,
परमिशन तो इलाहाबाद में है तो बहुत वाटर बट द प्रॉब्लम इज सीवरेज लाइन the moment water logging is there, वो सीवरेज overflow करते हैं, so then you cannot put that water down. That is the problem.
I was sitting in a GOV of the Greater. One of their member is working in the divisional board, region qualified division. He also had some suggestion on the subject of rainwater harvesting. That what he said was that when we normally make a rainwater harvesting, what happens is you पेड़ के पत्ते और बाकी जो कूड़ा कचरा जब आ जाता है तो फिर वो सारा सिस्टम खराब हो जाता है. Then we asked him that you being a qualified person, what is your suggestion? Then he said that I can give you the concept that what all precaution you need to take when you construct a rainwater harvesting, so that whatever money we spend, it continues for a longer time and the purpose is achieved. Maybe he was referring in terms of creating some kind of barriers, small barriers or something so that the
Central wall bana
something like that, something like
Majorly he
that.
was emphasizing on creating 2-3 pits in spite of one.
तो देखो
ऐसे फिर भी यहाँ पे तो पहले वो build हो गए. अच्छा
आपकी membership 79 पे है अभी and you have targeted 88. So are you adapting any new member today or maybe you have plan?
We are expecting 2 members who have been elected already. They haven't come today, but maybe they want.
Remaining you will be adapting to the area. My suggestion is that our current world leader, Jennifer Jones, our suggestion is that we should look forward for membership addition of male of the age of 40 plus minus.
अकेले आ गया
Because gradually the average age of the club is increasing. We need to gradually reduce the age. But you have to be very careful. How many members of your club are age plus minus 45, 40, 45?
एवरेज एज हमारे क्लब की 56.5 साल है जी एज ऑफ टुडे.
45 की एज में कोई है?
हाँ जी है सारे बैठे जी पॉलिसी सेक्रेटरी
सारे जवान बैठे हैं.
बहुत जवान है.
डॉक्टर सीजा पता नहीं.
मेरे को दिक्कत नहीं.
वैसे तो हम भी जवान ही लगते हैं.
देखिए क्या होता है जब I'll give you examples. In Delhi, we were the other day, the club came out with the problem कि हमारी average is 60 की है और हमने 40-45 से अलग-अलग टाइम पे रिजल्ट किया, सब छोड़ के चले गए. 2-3 मीटिंग अटेंड करी है, they said we are not interested. In such a scenario, when you have such kind of a problem, the solution is never bring a youngster alone in the club. Identify कर लो, 2-3 लोगों को इकट्ठा कर लो, इकट्ठा करके 3-4 लोगों को फिर एक साथ इकट्ठे लेके आओ. Once you bring all of them together, and then you have a mentor for them, and having the mentor for them, and then making sure that they are given the responsibilities in the very first year. Maybe in a project meeting, maybe in a club meeting. And once a person gets a responsibility, he gets involved in the club. The feeling of inclusion is there. He doesn't leave the club. Otherwise, normally the data statistics is that more than 50% of the people who join in 1 year, they leave at the end of the year. And at the end of 2 years, around 33% leave. At the end of 3 years, around 20% leave. And if any member continues for 3 years, he never leaves the club. And मंत्र is उसको पहले साल से ही उसको इन्वॉल्व कर लो. Give him the responsibilities. Give him the feeling of importance. Give him comfort and care.
सर जी आपने देखा ना जी उपेंद्र सिंह जो है जी
अभी नहीं जा सकता इसको 2 साल से आप ही देता रहे सेक्रेटरी
सर 20 आदमी जो है 20 मेंबर्स हमारे बिलो 50 एज।
गुड। और सेकेंडली हमारे वर्ल्ड लीडर का ये कहना है कि विमेन मेंबरशिप को भी आप बढ़ावा दीजिए। 35
अब देखना से कितने उन्होंने
but none of them is to vote today.
ये पार्टी
They are not board members.
We have taken first step this year. We have made 2 purely women's committees.
Good.
2 purely women's committee बनाई हमने जो आपको बता देंगे जी ये भी fully run है women only. नाम साहब एक जो फेस्टिवल्स की कमेटी है हमारी और एक जो वुमेन रिलेटेड हाइजीन हेल्थ के वो है।
डॉक्टर प्रीता हसीना कुछ नहीं आप
चलो
बोर्ड में
बोर्ड में
उनसे पहले इंडक्शन कराने
Can I add something?
Induction तो हो चुकी है।
I'd like to share my
Membership।
membership.
28
तो ऐसे जब जो 79 का टारगेट है 96 का we will certainly meet because recently you know what I've experienced मैंने पहले ही बात करी थी bringing members is not difficult and you know I just happened to speak to a chief manager दो आदमी आए थे रवि भारद्वाज and संदीप रोटरी के बारे में बात करता जी हम भी ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं he has already joining chief manager ICICI बैंक साथ सरदार जी थे the divisional manager, area manager of ICI. What is the procedure? So they becoming members. Yesterday, 2 people, Amit Hans, divisional manager Canara Bank, and Mohit Sharma, chief manager Canara Bank, मुझे मिलने आए. Talks are Rotary क्या करती है? तो लोगों को पता ही नहीं है. You know, both said can we become members? It's not difficult. मुझे याद है भाटिया साहब को मैंने member बनाया था वो हमारे PS. Actually, I went to meet him and sent him a card. He said, "मुझे कुछ security system नहीं लेना." मैं कहा, "सर, मैं आपको मिलने आया हूँ, security system नहीं है." That was 2008, 16 years ago. P.K. Shukla came 2008. Manish 2008. And it was simple people. Many people I brought into. अब पूछो, सुनील जी, आप थोड़ा शर्म करते हैं. If we ask a sensible man who is successful, enjoying his life, and he wants his place in society, and he gets a club. I think it is very, very easy. And I promise you, I will bring 7-8 members this year. Good members. Good. Professionals लाएंगे हम. पूछने की बात है बस. Why your chief should be professional and who want to enjoy his life other than his. It's not difficult, sir. 4 members, 5 members. So I tell you, we have a member. We have a member called Neeraj Sharma. She is the president of IJ Airports. मैंने कहा क्यों नहीं बन जाते कहते बना लो सर she will be here this evening. Senior people. It's only a matter of asking. If you ask, they become.
Well, in fact, our suggestion in all our past meetings of inviting non-Rotarians for the project meeting has been very successful. We have got so many success stories, not only in terms of membership, in terms of other photos which I will share in the common address, that what really happens is, you invite a non-Rotarian, चाहे दोस्त हो, पड़ोसी हो, प्रोफेशनल हो, बिजनेस कोलीग हो, कुछ भी हो, आप सबको बुलाइए उनको, non-Rotarians. When he or she comes there, see what exactly you are doing. They get to know who you are. They get to know कि आप इतने बड़े इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट हो और यहाँ पे देखो आप ये प्लांटेशन कर रहे हो, यहाँ पे ये सेवा कर रहे हो. एक जागरूकता हर इंसान के अंदर होती है. वो उससे क्या होता है कि वो कनेक्ट करने की कोशिश करते हैं. हर इंसान के दिमाग में आज ये होता है कि मुझे सोसाइटी को प्रेरित करना है. एंड देन द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन स्टार्ट्स. उसके बाद में 1-2 प्रोजेक्ट मीटिंग में बोले, दूसरी बात उसको कहिए व्हाई डोंट यू जॉइन रोटरी. लोग इंतजार करते हैं कि हमें कोई इनवाइट तो करे. इज राइट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट. ओके, मूविंग फर्दर, आई एम वेरी हैप्पी एज फार एज फरीदाबाद मिड टाउन इज कंसर्न. मुझे मेरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट के इवेंट्स में आज तक मैं जितना कहूँ उतना कम है। आप लोगों ने हर इवेंट पे मुझे 100% सपोर्ट दिया है। और अभी मैं ये देख रहा था कि हमारी डिस्ट्रिक्ट कॉन्फ्रेंस में भी आपने रिटर्न अ फिगर ऑफ 40 एंड इट्स रियली कमेंडेबल।
ये नहीं था कि गए नहीं, 40 के 40 वहाँ थे।
कॉन्फ्रेंस तो भी होनी है।
ये असेंबली की बात कर रहे हो? ये कॉन्फ्रेंस में टारगेट इन्होंने लिखा हुआ है। कमिंग to the last agenda, foundation. Your club's highest contribution was in 2018-19. That was of 87,393. And as far as the annual fund is concerned, that was in 1920 when 10,467 was there. 1920 में when late President G.P. Singh, we really miss him. In fact, I personally miss him sometime because he was a thorough gentleman, thorough noble person, and I still remember, I cannot forget that it was he, I called him कि वसीम साहब के साल में कुछ करेक्शन हुआ नहीं है, क्या करें, थोड़ा बहुत कर सकते हो, and believe me, he made this thing happen. And there are very few clubs in our district because I was allowed to involve myself in the contribution for the fund, for the annual fund at the fag end of the year, at the month of June itself. And this man, on the last days, he made that happen. But thanks to all of you for the support that you gave to me. अब 22 तेईस का जो गोल है, वो आधा में 87 से 40 पे आ गए अब। I don't know which has been uploaded. I got a figure of
30 तो गिफ्ट है।
दो जगह एनुअल गिविंग भी और मेजर गिफ्ट में भी है। 20 है प्लानिंग और मेजर गिफ्ट
25 annual, 500, 30, that's down to 55. हाँ जी गुसाई साहब,
हाँ जी सर।
फाउंडेशन चेयर हैं आप।
Sir, the figure which President has given will honor it.
हाँ जी प्रेसिडेंट साहब, फिगर तो बढ़ाओ भाई, बढ़ानी चाहिए आपको, तो बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट करो, हम आपके साथ हैं, आपके साथ हैं।
सर अगर प्रोजेक्ट की बात करते हैं तो कम बैक टू यू। जैसे आपने बोला डीसी साहब को आपको क्या चाहिए, हम क्या दोगे, हम भी ऐसे करते हैं
देखिए आप में, देखिए ऐसे वो डीसी साहब थे यहाँ, और आप में और हमारे में तो कोई फर्क ही नहीं है, हम तो एक फैमिली है।
सर डीसी एंड डीजी ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं है।
सर आदमी फैमिली से मांगता है, फैमिली पे ज़्यादा हक होता है हमारा।
इसीलिए तो हम अब से आपसे बात कर रहे हैं कि तभी मैंने आपसे कहा कि
आई थिंक सही सब कर देंगे जी, आप जैसे
सर लेट अस, जब डीजी साहब कहते हैं प्रोजेक्ट बड़ा करो, तो लेट अस थिंक ऑफ अ बिग प्रोजेक्ट, पैसे इकट्ठे करते हैं सबसे।
सर ओल्ड एज होम का कुछ सोच सकते हैं।
लेट अस थिंक ऑफ मेनी थिंग्स, लेट अस डू अ बिग प्रोजेक्ट।
लोग बेचारे धक्के खा रहे हैं, अगर डीसी साहब से या सीएम साहब से फिर उनको छोटे से 2 एकड़ लैंड मिल जाए, बाकी जो लोग हेल्प कर लेंगे। अगर किधर लैंड 2 एकड़ का कुछ ऐसा हो जाए, मैं भी थोड़ा कर सकता हूँ एफर्ट्स। अजय गौड़ जी हमारे पॉलिटिकल एडवाइजर टू सीएम, हमारे काफ़ी अच्छे क्लोज।
फिर अभी तो डिप्टी सीएम इनके घर पे चाय पी के गया, पिछले हफ्ते आके खाना खा के गया इनके घर।
डिप्टी सीएम दुष्यंत चौटाला जी से भी ठीक है, तो उनके थ्रू भी कर सकते हैं, उनके लिए कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है 2 एकड़ या 1 एकड़ कर रहे हैं। बाकी 4-5 करोड़ रुपये उनके से आके
सिस्टम है, लैंड अलॉटमेंट करने का एक सिस्टम है सर,
दे एडवर्टाइज इन द न्यूज़पेपर्स, आप उसमें अपने क्रेडेंशियल्स के साथ अप्लाई करिए, फिर उनकी मीटिंग होती है, वो मीटिंग में उनके रेट फिक्स होते हैं, उस फिक्स रेट पर वो ज़मीन आपको मिलती है। वी गॉट फॉर किसान मोमेंट लाइक दैट ओनली।
पहले टाइम था जी, अब चला गया।
नहीं, अब भी वही है।
अब तो ऑप्शन पे होता है, आपको कोई भी इंस्टीट्यूशनल प्लॉट मिलेगा।
सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस के ऑप्शन है, लेकिन सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का ऑप्शन नहीं। सोशल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का कोई नहीं होगा।
जैसे आप कह रहे हैं
प्रोजेक्ट डिसाइड कर लेंगे, पहले फिगर डिसाइड कर लो। लेट अस से कि हम 2 करोड़ का प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं या 1.5 करोड़ का प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं, तो 1.5 करोड़ में क्या फॉलो होता है?
नहीं, लैंड जो है ना फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट
let us discuss subsequently and इसमें टारगेट आप बढ़ाइएगा। $55,000 ना, मतलब 89,000 आपके मेरे से पूछोगे मैं तो कहूँगा $1 लाख कम से कम।
18 में 2 बड़े डेमोग्राफी बस भी थी, 2 प्रोजेक्ट इंडिया का और एक
आप टारगेट $1 लाख के प्लानिंग करो, एनुअल फॉर्मेलिटी दो और ऐसे ही करो। We will be there to support.
18-19 में हमने $60,000 कितने दिए थे? $10,000 प्रोजेक्ट ये थे। एक थैलीसीमिया का $63,000 का, एक $1,60,000 का, $2.5 लाख, $3 लाख बनाई थी, बस भी दी थी। सर आप तो सीए हो, समझ गए।
देखिए थोड़ा सा फर्क है पहले और अब में। फर्क ये है कि उस समय क्लब कैश कंट्रीब्यूशन वाज मैच्ड and the DDA was matched 100%, and the then sitting governor had almost more than 3.5 lakh rupees as a DDA, and unfortunately क्या बोलूँ मैं आपको कि मेरे पास में DDA सिर्फ $1 लाख है। Secondly, cash contribution because of the COVID पिछले 2 साल में Rotary Foundation has spent maximum money during the COVID time without having the collections. So that way matching उन्होंने कैश की बंद कर दी है, DDA की भी 80% कर दी है। But the good thing is that we are now tapping out the CSR funds.
Yeah.
So CSR funds के through we are expecting lot of good thing to happen. Whatever the gap is there, we are trying to cover with the CSR funds. CSR funds में भी आप लोग अगर कुछ support कर सकते हैं, corporates अगर हैं जहाँ पे CSR funds हो, CSR India grants के through हम लोग कर सकते हैं। आप CSR care हैं, you can discuss with me. I give you few tips how to work it out. तो मैं अभी फिलहाल लिख रहा हूँ, बाकी आप जरा देख के डिस्कस कर लीजिएगा।
क्या लिखना है?
मैंने तो $1 लाख लिख दिया। थैंक यू वेरी मच ईच वन ऑफ यू फॉर
अच्छा, दोनों तरफ ठीक है।
चला गया। Just look at please. Thank you.
सर झुका के कर सलाम है शाम शानदार, आसमां से आ गिरी है शाम शानदार। चक दे अंधेरा चांद जला दे बल्ब बना के, फिक्र न करियो करना भी क्या है बिजली बचा के। सरे आम पिला खुशी के जाम शानदार, आसमां से आ गिरी ये शाम शानदार। जज्बात के चिल्लर को नोट बना के मेहंदी।
Present here in this hall. A huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. इतनी खूबसूरत शाम है, आप सब समय निकाल कर आएंगे, इतना अच्छा मौका है, एक बार तालियां जोर से बजाती हूँ, मजा आता है। Once again, I would like to request everyone to please take their respective seats. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's begin the formal ceremony. Request to please come on the stage.
Meeting is called to order.
Request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता, पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा, उज्जल जलधि तरंगा। तब शुभ नामे जागे, तब शुभ आशीष मांगे, गाए सब जय गाथा, जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय
लाइटिंग सेरेमनी, जिसके लिए मैं आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी हमारे चीफ गेस्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट गवर्नर रोटेरियन अशोक कंतूर जी एंड मैडम अलका कंतूर जी को, डीजी रोटेरियन जितेंद्र गुप्ता जी, मैडम दीप्ति गुप्ता जी को, एजी रोटेरियन दीपक प्रसाद जी व मैडम तिल कुमारी जी को, और साथ ही रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगी प्रेसिडेंट रोटेरियन विजय राघवन जी एंड मैडम विजय लक्ष्मी राघवन जी, रोटेरियन AKS सतीश गोसाई जी and Rotarian JP Malhotra ji.
वक्रतुंड महाकाय, सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ, निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव, सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा।
थोड़ी सी तालियां और बज जाती तो और ज्यादा खूबसूरत लगता. Thank you, Zoya. Compassion is the greatest form of love humans have to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to invite our chief patron, past President Rotarian AKS Satish Gosaiji, to formally welcome everyone with a welcome address. Can we please have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Chief Patron, past President Rotarian AKS Satish Gosaiji.
It's a real pleasure, to welcome you tonight. We're doing it for the last 16 years since the club was formed. So heartiest welcome to our chief guest, Honorable, I would like to say Honorable District Governor Ashok Kanturji, DGN, very good friend of mine, my batchmate, Jatinder. We are missing Mahesh, I think must be on the way. PDG, Shashish Goji, very wonderful man, always guiding, supporting, always. You can ask him anything about the this what you call district grants and this. Ravi Chaudhary, I've known Ravi Chaudhary for last 30 odd years. Kab joined Ravi aapne? 96. 96. So I joined 92. So 96 mein Ravi, this was 26 years ago. I think he was about 25-year-old young man looking so. I said Rotary, really has good members and some people who really, matter in their looks, in their talks, in their thoughts. Anyway, coming back to my apologies, I should have addressed my president first. President Rahman Saab, sorry I missed you. The president is supreme in every club, so President Saab, my apologies. Now moving on to the first ladies, Alkaji and BGG. I'm sorry I'm not in a protocol today, but because I came here to say something else, but she announced I'm welcoming you. Welcome will be done formally by Rotary Saab and others. Now what I want to talk about is that often I think about Rotaries. 30 odd years ago, when I joined Rotary, I've observed what kind of people are people who become Rotarians. Every morning you see the district Rotary Club is donating rotis, they're doing blood banks, they're doing, cancer detection vans, and they're doing schools, and they're doing all charities. Morning starts and the charity work starts. So Rotarian is someone, who has a kind heart, who has a, feels the pain of others, who feels that the other fellow Rotarian also has a right to live in this planet like he has got. Somebody, who cares, whose heart beats for somebody's pain, who stops his car if he sees somebody standing by looking for a lift, who stops. I remember somebody told me a story. There was this lady, a pregnant lady looking for some vehicle to go to hospital, and she was in last this labor, and she was not able to arrange any. So there was a small son, 6-7-year-old son, with her. So she said to her son, that son, only God can save me now. Then, so after some time, a car stopped. A gentleman stopped who happened to be Rotarian. I don't know which district he was, but the story is true. So he took the lady to the hospital, and the son of the lady asks this gentleman, sir, are you a God? He said, why say I'm a God? He said, because my mother told me only a God can save us. So, here was a Rotarian who did a God's job and saved this person. It's a true story. It is a true story. So I was talking about this very special day today. So somebody who is taking over as a president today is a dear friend of mine. A good president is very crucial for the continuity of Rotary. A good, who imbibes the qualities. Long time ago, we had a privilege of inviting Brij Mohanlal Munjalji as the chief guest, and he gave a lecture on what is service above self. He said, service above self is अगर आप पास 4 रोटी है, आपको 2 की भूख है, आपने 2 रोटी दे दी. That is a service, commendable service, but not service above self. So service above self is अगर आप पास 4 रोटी है और आपको 5 रोटी की भूख है, और आपने 5-4 में से 2 रोटी दे दी, भूखे रह गए आप. भूखे रह के when we serve, that is service above self. When we sacrifice, giving, when you already have ample. It is a service commendable, not service but serve. So somebody today we have amongst us, which very happy to introduce our new president, Raghavan Saab. I really wanted to speak about him, the man who cares, he shares. He's a very kind man, he's a philanthropist, he's a gentleman, he does a lot of work of charity without even mentioning to some other people what he's doing. So today is a very special day, and we give you our President, Mr. Raghavan Saab, a thorough gentleman, an example of a true humanitarian. And with that, I finish my welcome speech. Thank you.
AKS Satish Kusai ji and Rotarian JP Malhotra ji, to welcome our chief guest DG Ashok Kantur ji and Madam Alka Kantur ji.
Ladies and
gentlemen, now it's time to welcome another special guest, DG Rotarian JP Malhotra ji. And I would like to invite on the stage Rotarian Sanko Gupta ji, Rotarian Sunil Gupta ji, and Rotarian Manupar Gupta ji. To welcome our guest of honor, DG Rotarian JP Gupta ji. Request Rotarian Amarjeet Singh Lamba ji. Would you like to request Madam Kumari ji on the stage?
Please close. Yes, sir, please close. Yes, sir, thank you.
And now I would like to call upon stage DG Vinay Bhatia ji.
Yes, sir, here.
Yes, please.
Now I would like to request PDG Rotarian Ravi Chaudhary ji on the stage, please. मैं मनोहर पुनियानी जी से रिक्वेस्ट करें कि स्टेज पर आ जाए.
Yes, sir, here. Yes. Thank you.
And now I would like to invite on the stage past President Rotarian H.L. Bhutani ji.
Thank you.
I would like to request past President Rotarian Sunil Gupta ji to kindly come on the stage. And now I would request Vijay Aradhan ji to kindly welcome Rotarian Dr. Ravi Gumnani ji.
Yes, please.
Would like to invite on stage Rotarian AKS Rajesh Gupta ji.
District Foundation Chair, 7.5 lakhs. dollars.
Can you please have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you.
I would like to invite on the stage past President Rotarian Amit Juneja ji. लांबा जी से रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे प्लीज स्टेज पर आए.
Thank you.
See you.
Just please.
Thank you.
और मैं अब स्टेज पर बुलाना चाहूंगी पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट रोटेरियन नीरज भूटानी जी को. मनीष कपूर जी.
Just please. सर सामने. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rajan sir. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to.
Ashok Kandur ji, Ranka ji, Chief Guest of the evening, District Governor-elect, Rotarian Jitendra Gupta ji and Dikti ji, past District Governor Ashish Ghosh ji, past District Governor Ravi Chaudhary ji, past District Governor Vinay Bhatia ji, Assistant Governor Deepak Prasad ji, Presidents and Secretaries of Visiting Rotarians from Rotary Clubs of RID 3011, Presidents, past Presidents of Faridabad and NCR Clubs, guests, our partners from Foundation Against Thalassemia, Rotary Blood Bank, Saidham and DLF, our honored friends from industry and elite of Faridabad, members of media, gracious ladies and members of Rotary, family of Rotary Club of Faridabad Midtown. A hearty welcome to our new members who have joined Rotary World in the month of July. Good evening. Please accept our gratitude and gracious welcome at today's installation ceremony of Rotary Club of Faridabad Midtown, Rotarian Vijay R. Raghavan as President, Manish Kapoor as Secretary, and Upinder as Treasurer, a dream team, a blend of experience and young blood. Thank you all for your nice thought of accommodating our invitation into your busy schedule on a Saturday to be here with us as a part of our celebrations, a repeat of its kind for many of us, new to some of the young leaders of Rotary. Dear President Vijay Raghavan ji and Vijay Lakshmi ji, it's a great honor for you to be president of RCFMT, a dream come true for many of us. In the same breath, I would like to acknowledge the passion of AKS Rotary Siddhesh Gosai and Advisory Board, under whose guidance our President is presenting a dream team fully determined and dedicated. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here because, like us, you also believe in Rotary and the positive changes it will create in our world. By imagining Rotary together, we can achieve a greater good than we can do by working alone. A meaningful and expansive RI theme for 22-23, Imagine Rotary, given by world's First Lady RI President Jennifer Jones, lays emphasis on all forms of services Rotarians do for the society. Our DJ Ashok Kantur and his team is leading from the front, and the 3011 is bound to rebound and scale new heights. To meet these objectives, we at Midtown will work together, involve Rotarians to do some concrete groundwork, use ourselves as carriers of change and community service as a tool. Efforts to be made to assimilate all Rotarians, involve non-Rotarians, and make them feel comfortable with our care. We are passionate about our members, who in turn form the backbone and spine of our club. We shall make every Rotarian of the club stakeholders allowed. We take a sacred pledge to work together for the cause of Rotary, for the society of Hyderabad and elsewhere. Friends, we shall not be rigid. We will not irritate fellow Rotarians or citizens. We should not care about what we don't have. We shall follow forward test in letter and spirit. Last but not the least, we shall conserve environment, stop use of tobacco, and say no to plastics. Thank you very much.
हमेशा से या फिर कभी एक सेंचुरी से ज़्यादा हमेशा सोसाइटी के लिए कार्य करता आया है और कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट हो कभी भी कहीं भी सोशल वर्क की बात आए हमेशा रोटरी सबसे आगे निकला होता है. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to invite on the dais immediate past president Rotarian Lalit Asijani to come and present report 2021-22 of Rotary Club Midtown, Faridabad.
Before I change the caller, I welcome you all to our club installation ceremony. Respected District Governor Lieutenant Kanturji, Ashok Kanturji, with First Lady Alka Kanturji, District Governor-elect Jinder Gupta ji, with Deepti ji. Our District Governor nominee Mr. is not able to come. Our respected past District Governor Ravi Chaudhary ji, past District Governor Sushil Ghosh ji, past District Governor Vinay Bhatia ji, and the District Dignitaries, District Secretary Amit Juneja ji, District Secretary Rotarian Rajesh Talwar, District Secretary Service Project Rotarian JP Malhotra ji, District Service Club Support Rotarian Neeraj Bhutani ji, our Assistant Governor Rotarian Deepak Prasad ji, our Club Chief Patron Satish Kusai ji, Charter President Rotarian JP Malhotra ji, our President-elect Rotarian Tanesh Jangir ji, my dear board members, committee chairs, dear club members and NEs, thanks for giving me the opportunity to highlight the Rotary year 21-22. Rotary year 21-22 was a year of service projects, fellowship and foundation giving. After the pandemic, it was of utmost important for the Rotary Club of Faridabad Midtown family to spend great time of fellowship together. District Governor sir, we ensured 24 fellowship including functions and meetings in our tenure. We did 60 service projects across all the service focus areas of Rotary, including blood donation camps, vaccination camps, cancer reductions, science laboratories, stationery distribution at schools, and menstrual hygiene. The highlight was the sponsoring engagement and marriage of a blind couple in association with the National Association of Blind at NIT Faridabad, for which our club received recognition from the Honorable Governor of Haryana, Shri Bandaru Datta Rai ji. A CSR project in association with Canara, Tobacco Mutual Fund, with distribution of 106 bicycles to girl child at Government High School, Sotai was done. Our club supported Rotary Foundation with $40,000 with the support of global grant, which was fully contributed by our chief patron, Rotarian Satish Kusai ji. The club contributed around $46,000 in total to the Rotary Foundation. District Governor sir, we maintained our club membership tally of 82 members. Our district Thanksgiving, it was a moment of great pride for the club when the Rotary Foundation South Asia office team specifically gave AK spin to our Rotarian Satish Kusai ji for his commitment to 2.5 lakh of Rotary Foundation. We were awarded Super Elite Club of the District, Super Elite President, Outstanding Partner Award, Super Elite Secretary Award, Super Elite Assistant Governor Sunil Gupta ji, with Annie Poonam Bail ji as Annie Zonal Chair and Annie Navneet Chhabra ji as Annie Zonal Chair. Super District elite team trophy were awarded to Rotarian Satish Society, Rotarian Anil Baiji, and Rotarian Jitendra Singh Chawla. Rotary trophy for outstanding social services were awarded to Rotarian Satish Society for his extraordinary service to thalassemia patients. This was all possible because of all the club members' support, and especially my secretary Rotarian Sachin Jain and my Jitendra Singh Chawla. With the blessings of our club, Charter President A.V. Rotary and Chief Patron Satish Society, our club performed all the duties in a perfect way. I would like to wish another outstanding year to year 22-23 to incoming President Rotarian Vijay Raghavanji and Club Secretary Rotarian Manish Kapoorji and Club Treasurer Rotarian Upinder Singh ji. And not to mention, he has my full support on all the fronts throughout his tenure. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Club Charter to President Rotarian Vijay Raghavanji. I would like to invite on the stage President Vijay Raghavanji. Ping to immediate past President Rotarian Dalit Hasija ji by President Rotarian Vijay Raghavanji. Request our Honorable Chief Guest. Request AKS Satish Kosanji on the stage, please. Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Huge round of applause. ये वो खास मौका है जिसके लिए हम सब यहाँ आए हैं.
Congratulations and jubilations. I want the world to know how happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness had to be invented, but that was in the bad old days before I met you. When I met you, walk into my heart. Congratulations and celebrations when I tell everyone that
Change of colors के लिए I would like to request.
That's right.
Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, look here, sir. Sir, one of the best presidents Rotary will ever have.
Oh, wow.
Yes, look here, everyone.
I think you will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Once again.
2022-23 Rotarian Vijay Raghavanji to come and present his views. I would like to request the technical team to kindly play an audio visual. An introduction or a visual about Vijay Raghavanji.
Sir, namaskar.
DG Jitendra Gupta ji, District Secretary Rotarian Rakesh Talwar ji, past District Governor Ashish Ghosh, and past District Governor Ravi Chaudhary ji, and past District Governor Rotarian Sanjeev Rai Mehra ji. A warm welcome to this function. And I'm very, very grateful to you that you all have taken out time to be here today. I'm also very happy to welcome my special guests and fellow Rotarians this evening. Dr. Motilal Gupta ji is here. I have been involved with him since the inception of the temple. Thank you, Motilal ji, for making it at this age of yours. We really take inspiration from you. Distinguished guests, my Rotarian friends, nannies, I am really honored and overwhelmed to be here this evening for the installation of myself and my team. I am grateful to each and every one of you who have taken time out to be here. Whatever I am today, I owe it to my parents, my supportive family who stands by me through thick and thin. Above all, to Sai Baba's grace who has guided me all through my life. My motto has always been service before self. That is the teaching of Baba. The company that I promoted with the help of my dear wife Viji is now 30 years old. We are grateful to our Guru God Sai that we are able to serve 800 families who are dependent on this institution. Work for a cause, not for applause. Work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express and not to impress. So this has been my innate nature, and I have been trying to follow that. The other person whom I am very happy to mention as my mentor and motivator is Satish Gosai, who initiated me into Rotary, and then my teacher, Mr. J.P. Malhotra, who has guided me through all these years. I have taken the slogan, service above self, right to my heart, and we have worked out on some major projects that we are planning to do this year. Starting with the post-tree plantation that we did about 600 plants on the 1st of July itself, and we hope and continue to complete about 50,000 plants samplings this year. We have also decided to distribute over 1 lakh sanitary napkins and continue to do that. We have already started that in my own initiative, but we plan to do it through Rotary in a big way. 1 lakh, and I hope my President-elect, who is here, Dinesh, will continue to do that, and I hope we will continue in Rotary Midtown for years to come. I have. So thank you very much for being patient.
Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to
Vijay was the eldest of 8 siblings. He was a bright and curious student and an avid reader from a very early years. When he was a teenager, the family was faced with tough economic conditions. This induced him to start working at the young age of 16. He balanced his studies and work life to support the large family by taking tuitions and starting as a young sales professional with India Book House. This was his first exposure to the publishing and printing industry. Alongside this, he completed his BCom and MBA in the Evening College at the coveted Osmania University. He moved to the north in 1974 and established several factories for printing inks. He met his better half and namesake Vijay Lakshmi soon after, and they got married in 1976. Mrs. Vijay Lakshmi Raghavan, also known as Vijay, a professional teacher herself, has been his strongest life support. When Vijay was building his company, she was a rock-solid partner, holding fort on all other fronts, and has echoed his philosophy and ethos in their journey together. Sweta continues her work as a technology product manager and educator, delivering excellence in math education across the globe. Arvind has a packaging background and joined the business in 2006 and now heads SAI as the CEO. Priyata has been with the company since 2005 and is now the deputy CEO. Kamal works with Olam agri-businesses in Dubai. One of his most favorite roles is that of a doting grandfather to his grandchildren, Adil, Advait, Zoya and Dia. In 1992, Vijay took the giant leap from being a salaried employee to being an entrepreneur, a dream he had nurtured for 3 decades. Armed with his huge credibility as capital, he embarked on building the SAI Group, ensuring at least one healthy balanced meal a day to all its workers, access to good health through health camps, homeopathic clinics, and many such acts are woven from the chairman's vision of how SAI should be. Each unit houses a Baba temple. Mr. Raghavan has completed 7 years of Rotary. He has been the secretary of DLF Industries Association and is an active member of multiple industry chambers like FIA and FCCI. Vijay is a second-generation devotee of his guru Shirdi Sai Baba since childhood. He is associated with many trusts and publications including the Shirdi Sai Sansthan to spread Baba's teachings and focuses on sevas like Annadan, Chikitsadan and Vidyadan. Mr. Raghavan's long cherished dream that is seen fruition is the higher secondary school spread over 2 acres for underprivileged children being built in Noida. He has worked closely on many spiritual publications including Zari's Sai Satcharitra in English and Face to Face with Ramana Maharishi.
I really admire his kindness and that he never gives up. He's an experienced, certified human but he's filled with youth and he acts like a little mysterious kid. I love Lars because he always stays with me and he is very funny and nice. When I used to go to bed, he would tell me a story and he teaches me yoga. I love you, Mama. You're the best.
Huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. ये जो डिले हुआ था कुछ मिनट्स का इस एवी में, उसे इस एवी ने ही खुद पूरा कर लिया, यानी वो जो कमी थी वो अपने आप एक बहुत अच्छी भरपाई कर दी, दे रहा है। दोनों टाइम वाली कहावत यहाँ पर ठीक बैठी थी। एक बार जोरदार तालियां। Ladies and gentlemen, before I call our very own Honorable District Governor Rotary Ashok Kantorji on dais, it's time to know more about his marvelous achievements and the efforts done for the upliftment of our society through an audio visual.
सब लोग मुझे जानते हैं, मेरे को किसी इंट्रोडक्शन की जरूरत नहीं है। President Vijay Raghavan and Vijay ji, Chief Patron of the Club Satish Gosai ji and Pratibha ji, Galaxy of past District Governors, incoming leader Hidendra and Dr. Jyoti, District Secretaries, Assistant Governors, fellow Rotarians and partners. Imagine Rotary has been a theme this year by none other than the first women president in 117 years of the history of Rotary International. The theme has broken all boundaries. You can dream anything, you can think anything, you can plan anything. You think out of the box. Once you think, once you dream, once you plan, execution is bound to happen. और हमारे राघवन जी बहुत ही सिंपल, clear hearted, soft spoken man, but a man, seeing his profile, a man of strong conviction, strong commitment. There is no doubt that you will take this club to much greater heights. जितना कम आप बोल रहे हैं, जो आपने बोला है, मैं उसको मल्टीप्लाई बाय 1000 तो मानता ही हूं। मैं आपके हर वर्ड्स में एक गहराई थी। We had a very excellent governor official visit today, and again it was a feather in the cap that another governor official visit today was paperless.
Wonderful.
We were in Pune 2 days back, where among the 40 governors from across the country, our district was recognized as the only and the first district in the country which is now 100% digitalized. Congratulations to each one of you. Today we had a very fruitful discussion during the governor official visit, and several projects were discussed, especially about thalassemia center. We had a great discussion with AKS Satish Gosai ji, and we also discussed how we can take it forward, how we can carry it forward, and we have acceded to his request which he had given to us long time back, and we will make sure that whatever you have desired, it will happen. Supporting environment, we were talking about. Yours is the first club in the district till now which has given me the target of planting more than 50,000 trees. वही जो मैं शुरू में कह रहा था कि आप कम बोलते हैं लेकिन अंजाम बहुत ज़्यादा बड़ा होता है। 50,000 आपने बोले हैं, तो आई एम श्योर यू विल इवन गो मच ahead of that. We spoke about sanitary napkins, 1 lakh distribution, again a very huge number of figure. We discussed about installing sanitary napkin vending promoted to the clubs in Delhi. You may all be aware of that our Cancer Foundation for the last several years have been supporting cancer awareness and cancer detection camp in a way that any club which does a cancer awareness program is reimbursed to the extent of 5,000 rupees, and any club that does a cancer detection camp is supported to the extent of 20,000 rupees. And our district has been availing this facility for the last several years. We discussed about the membership. I normally say that we must invite non-Rotarians to our project meetings. Inviting non-Rotarians exposes them to what we are doing. They get to know what Rotary is all about. And probably later on we can always invite them to join Rotary. We have several examples of such since the day we have started this inviting non-Rotarians. We have seen drastic change in few clubs. Non-Rotarians were invited in the project meeting, and subsequently when they were invited to join Rotary, they very eagerly said, हम तो इंतजार कर रहे थे कि हमें कोई बुलाए. A very fine example which I can share with all of you is an example of one of the club in Delhi where they had a project meeting at St. Stephen Hospital where they had invited one non-Rotarian, and after the discussion on the project expansion plan, that non-Rotarian was so much inspired, motivated by the project that he decided to contribute 20 lakh rupees. आप किसी को कहें राह चलते क्योंकि आप 50,000 रुपये डोनेट कर दीजिए, कोई नहीं करता. That donation was there because that gentleman saw for himself. He believed in the project. He believed in Rotary. He believed in the public image of Rotary. He believed in integrity of Rotary. That we must have a standard policy that every project meeting, चाहे हमारे दोस्त हों, पड़ोसी हों, रिश्तेदार हों, business associate हों, we must invite wherever it is possible, non-Rotarians to the project meetings. We discussed about literacy, and I'm glad that your club is willing to take up some school and adopt those schools where the women Rotarians can go on a fortnight basis to the schools. When the Rotarians go to the schools, the principal and the teachers think that they have come for doing inspection to the school. That is not the case. But if they think that way, let them think that way. The end result is that they tend to make their house in order. And the result is when you go there, you find something is missing. You can always take care of that, even if there is a small act of giving pencil, rubber, stationery, or taking some classes, anything and everything that can be thought of to be done in a school. WINS, again, is a project which is very close to our district, we are looking at installing more than 100 wind stations in the district, and as of date, we have already installed 24 wind stations. So 15 of them were installed on the very first day. The biggest advantage of this is that we are taking care of the health of the children. 90% of the children, they get sick because they don't wash their hands before their meals or after using the washrooms. We have to have a behavioral change in the children, which they carry it forward, take it to their family at home, and even in their house with the parents, they can talk to them and tell them कि पापा नहीं, आप भी हाथ धो के बैठो साथ में, आप भी साथ में हाथ धो के खाना खाएंगे. Ultimately, we need to have healthy children who are indeed the future of tomorrow. This is what we have to look into. You have a very promising membership growth target, and I'm sure you will achieve it. We discussed about the age that we are looking, our vision of RA President, 40 plus minus, that is what we are looking at. And the digitalization happened in our district only because of the involvement of young Rotarians of the age profile of around 25 plus minus. It was their commitment, their dedication, their sincerity, and I believe you must have also experienced the same dealing with them. They made sure that before every DOV, all the documents are uploaded and everything is done in time. Seeing to that commitment of their youngsters, this year we have included more than 25 Rotary actors in our district team, so that we get benefited out of their smart solutions, and in turn we give them the benefit of our experience. This is what is the need of the hour. In the end, I would just say, Vijay Raghavanji, you are a great person, great personality. I have seen you from a humble background to the great milestone that you have achieved. You were just saying me that you have more than 800 employees in your company. I have no doubt that you will come out with flying colors, with whatever you have said, and at the end of the year, when your year gets completed, you will definitely feel yourself a very contented and a very satisfied person. It is always said that the best year in the life of a Rotarian when you are the president of the club. And just remember my words, that the legacy that you are going to leave in this club, you will cherish the memory of it for the rest of your life. My good wishes, and God bless you. Alka and I are humbled and honored of having been invited to your club. Thank you very much. Before I leave, there is a small...
Can we please have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? DG Rotarian Jitendra Gupta ji, to share his views on this beautiful occasion. Can we please have a huge round of applause? देखिए मैं तालियों के लिए आपको बार-बार इसलिए बोल रही हूँ क्योंकि ये तालियां ही हैं जो एक शाम को यादगार बनाती हैं.
गुड इवनिंग. मुझे पता है स्नैक्स सर्व हो रहे हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा इधर. गुड इवनिंग बैक बेंचर्स. मैंने सोचा है कि प्रेसिडेंट साहब को और गवर्नर साहब को फॉलो करके आज मैं भी स्पीच बिना इंट्रोडक्शन के दूंगा. ये बात अलग है, मेरा वैसे का इंट्रोडक्शन होता नहीं है, तो मैं आप लोगों को अपना इंट्रोडक्शन पहले तो खुद ही दे देता हूँ कि सिर्फ एक इंट्रोडक्शन याद करने की ज़रूरत है. दैट आई एम गोइंग टू बी द 5th गवर्नर फ्रॉम फरीदाबाद इन 117 years. मैं मेंबर फरीदाबाद में बना, प्रेसिडेंट फरीदाबाद में बना, असिस्टेंट गवर्नर फरीदाबाद में बना, and now I have the unique distinction of being selected the president from the 2nd oldest club in the district and governor from the oldest club in the district, which is Rotary Club of Delhi. This is the rare combination. बट मेरा दिल, मेरी परवरिश, मेरा घर सब कुछ फरीदाबाद में है। और इस पद पे मैं अगर आज हूँ तो वो सब इस पूरे शहर के प्यार और साथ की वजह से है। ये रोटरी का जितनी भी सारी कहानी है, रोटरी का जो हर पल है वो कल, आज और कल है। 1 मिनट में एक प्रेसिडेंट आईपीपी हो जाता है, प्रेसिडेंट नॉमिनी इलेक्ट हो जाता है, बट हर पल में एक कल और एक आज और एक कल खड़ा होता है। कल को हम थैंक करते हैं, आज से हम पूरी की पूरी उम्मीद रखते हैं और अगले कल को हम तैयार करते हैं। तो उसी कड़ी में मैं आपको थोड़ा सा पीछे एक कल पे ले जाना चाहता हूँ। मैं बात कर रहा हूँ सन 2008 की, आज से 14 साल पहले। उस समय फरीदाबाद में सिर्फ 5 क्लब थे और एक ही असिस्टेंट गवर्नर होता था फरीदाबाद में फॉर द एंटायर 5 क्लब्स। एंड एट दैट टाइम माय एल्डर ब्रदर, माय बैचमेट and your patron Satish Gosai ji wanted to charter a new club in Faridabad. There was some resistance to this charter, but it was his love and affection and the command that he gave me and the position I was in, that we were able to create and charter what is now called as Rotary Club of Faridabad, the finest clubs in Faridabad. And it is not only the finest, at 80 members today, it is the biggest club in Faridabad. दोस्तों, आज एक बड़ा चिंतन का दिन भी है। Today happens to be the Hiroshima Day, the day the Second World War was put to an abrupt end when America dropped a bomb called Little Boy on Hiroshima. उस बॉम्ब के गिरने से 80,000 लोगों की डेथ हुई और अगली कई जनरेशन्स जो हैं उससे अफेक्टेड रही। मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि रोटरी का जो एक फोकस एरिया है पीस एंड कॉन्फ्लिक्ट रेजोल्यूशन, शायद उस डायरेक्शन में हमें और ज़्यादा काम करने की ज़रूरत है। और यहाँ पर फरीदाबाद से लगभग सभी गणमान्य लोग अलग अलग क्लब से हैं, डिस्ट्रिक्ट से हमारी काउंसिल ऑफ गवर्नर बैठी है। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि वी अप्लाई आवर माइंड्स how we can do much more work from peace and conflict resolution. And many of you may not know that जो हमारे current secretary general हैं रोटरी के, जॉन हीको, he happens to come from Ukraine, which is also in the middle of a war at this point of time. Dr. Lalit Asija, you have done a wonderful work. 60 प्रोजेक्ट्स आपने कर डाले एक साल में, more than 1 per week, which is commendable. You have already received a lot of honors at the district Thanksgiving last year. A big round of applause for Dr. Lalit Asija and his team. और हमारे आज के दूल्हे प्रेसिडेंट विजय राघवन, जिसके नाम में राघव हो भगवान राम का और जिसका नाम विजय से शुरू हो, उसका आरोहण यानी ऊपर जाने का जो स्टेप है वो तो कोई उसको रोक ही नहीं सकता। एंड एज Satish Gosai ji has already wished that you are going to be the best president ever. My compliments to you, sir. And you have already announced some ambitious plans of 50,000 trees and 1 lakh pads. All our best wishes are with you and your entire team. But you are a vibrant club. You already have Dinesh Jangid as the president-elect. Dinesh ji कहाँ पर हैं? बिल्कुल छुपे बैठे हैं। देखिए, गोसाई जी की बात को सीरियसली मत लीजिएगा। हम रोटरी में कहते हैं the best is always yet to come. It is my duty to outperform Ashok, and it is your duty to outperform Raghavan ji when you take over. And nobody will mind. ये रिलेशन वैसे होता है कि जैसे हम कहते हैं ना कि हमारा जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन है, हमारे जो बच्चे हैं वो अपने पेरेंट्स से आगे निकले। सो रोटरी में एवरी सक्सेसर हैज़ टू आउटबीट द प्रीवियस वन। सो आई डोंट सी अ चैलेंज देयर। नाउ आई वुड, सिंस आई एम इन द प्रोसेस ऑफ फॉर्मिंग माई टीम, तो मेरे को 2 मिनट और लगेंगे क्योंकि मेरे को अभी महेश तिरका का फ़ोन आया कि मैं आ नहीं रहा, मेरे 3 मिनट भी आप बोल लेना। सो दोस्तों, हमने जो अगले साल की एक टीम बनाने की कोशिश की, उसमें हमने रियलाइज़ किया कि पैटर्न ऐसा होना चाहिए जो सब जगह सेम हो। एक रोटरी इंटरनेशनल का बोर्ड है जिसमें 17 डायरेक्टर हैं। एक क्लब का बोर्ड होता है जिसमें हम 5 डायरेक्टर बनाते हैं, 60 डायरेक्टर बनाते हैं एवेन्यूज़ के। उसी डायरेक्शन में हमें लगा कि डिस्ट्रिक्ट में भी एक डायरेक्टर्स होने चाहिए, बड़ा लिमिटेड बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स। सो 5 एवेन्यू है, हमने 5 एवेन्यू में 5 डायरेक्टर्स बनाए, 5 दिल्ली से, 5 हरियाणा से। आई एम प्राउड टू से दैट फ्रॉम हरियाणा the community services director is none other than Satish Gosai ji from your club. He is going to be responsible for planning and strategizing every community service project in the entire state, entire clubs of Haryana. And for the wonderful work done by IPP Dr. Lalit Hasija, he is going to be one of the assistant governors from Faridabad. पिक्चर अभी बाकी है लेकिन वो धीरे धीरे अनवेल होगी। मैं चलते चलते, क्योंकि मैं आज वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात यहाँ पे नहीं करूँगा, बिकॉज यहाँ पे मैं सिर्फ एक ही कहूँगा कि फ्यूचर में मैं ज़रूर आपसे उम्मीद करता हूँ कि देयर आर गोइंग टू बी मोर वुमेन इन द क्लब, इन द बोर्ड। लेकिन मैं एक छोटी स्टोरी बता के ख़त्म करूँगा अपनी बात। वी ऑल नो एडिसन। एडिसन इज़ अ वेरी फेमस साइंटिस्ट, इन्वेंटर। तो जब एडिसन छोटे थे तो एक दिन उनकी मदर स्कूल में उनके साथ गई और एडिसन की मदर को स्कूल ने कोई लेटर पकड़ाया और उसकी मदर रोते रोते घर आई। तो एडिसन ने पूछा कि माँ से कि माँ उन्होंने क्या बोला जो आप रो रहे हो। उन्होंने कहा कि उन्होंने, स्कूल वालों ने आपके कहा है कि एडिसन इज़ एन एक्सट्रीमली जीनियस चाइल्ड जिसको पढ़ाने के लिए हमारे पास टीचर्स नहीं हैं और आप इसे कृपया करके घर में पढ़ाइए, हम इसे पढ़ा नहीं सकते। एंड एडिसन टुक इट ऑन फेस वैल्यू। जब एडिसन बड़ा हुआ वो बहुत बड़ा इन्वेंटर बना और एडिसन को उसकी मदर ने होम स्कूल किया था घर में। जब एडिसन की मदर की डेथ हो गई, बहुत बाद में उन्हें एक चिट्ठी मिली अपनी मदर की, वही जो टीचर ने दी थी। जब उन्होंने चिट्ठी खोली और पढ़ा तो उस चिट्ठी में लिखा था कि योर चाइल्ड इज मेंटली डेफिशिएंट, इज मेंटली डिसेबल्ड, इसको पढ़ाना इज अ वेस्टेज ऑफ टाइम, वी कैनॉट टीच हिम, प्लीज टेक हिम होम। एक मदर की डेडिकेशन ने होम स्कूल करके एक बच्चे को कहाँ से कहाँ पहुँचा दिया। मैं वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट में सबसे बड़ी बात मानता हूँ, अगर हम अपने घर में अपनी माओं की, बहनों की, बेटियों की इज्जत कर ले, दैट इज द बिगेस्ट वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट। थैंक यू फॉर हैविंग मी एंड दीप्ति। आई ऑलवेज एंड माई स्पीच विद 2 लाइन्स जो मैं सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ मेरे पीछे बोले, और उसी माँ को और हमारे देश की हर माँ को डेडिकेट करते हुए प्लीज स्पीक आफ्टर मी। भारत माता की जय, भारत की हर माता की जय। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू। और अपने विचार हम सभी के सामने रखें।
थैंक यू। मुझे 2 मिनट का समय मिला है, प्लीज आप सब लोग मुझे ध्यान से सुने। पीछे लेडीज कुछ बात कर रही हैं, वो बिल्कुल बात करना छोड़ दें। मैं 2 मिनट से ज़्यादा बिल्कुल भी समय नहीं लूँगा। थैंक यू। रिस्पेक्टेड डीजी अशोक कंटूर जी, फर्स्ट लेडी ऑफ डिस्ट्रिक्ट अलका कंटूर जी, और प्रेसिडेंट रोटेरियन विजय आर राघवन जी, फर्स्ट लेडी ऑफ द क्लब विजय लक्ष्मी जी। राघवन जी आपको बहुत बहुत मुबारक। आप अपना टेन्योर बहुत अच्छा सक्सेसफुली चलाएंगे। जितने सिंपल आप हैं, आपको देख के हम मोटिवेट होते हैं और हमें प्राउड होता है कि हम ऐसे क्लब के एजी हैं जिसमें इतना प्यारा और इतना सिंपल हमारा प्रधान है। सो शुक्रिया सर, पूरे मिड टाउन क्लब का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया इतने प्यारे और इतने सिंपल प्रेसिडेंट देने के लिए। मैं आप सब लोगों को सिर्फ छोटी सी बात बताना चाहूँगा। आप लोगों ने एक छोटा सा इनिशिएटिव लिया रोटरी में थैलेसीमिया केयर सेंटर बना के। अब तक आपके उस सेंटर में 5222 बच्चों का इन हाउस ब्लड ट्रांसफ्यूजन किया जा चुका है आज की डेट तक, जिसकी कॉस्ट अगर हम रुपी में अगर काउंट करना चाहें तो 1,95,05 लाख रुपी 82,500 रुपीज का ट्रांसफ्यूजन आज की डेट तक कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं। आउटसाइड थैलेसेमिक बच्चे हैं जो हमारे यहाँ से ब्लड लेके जाते हैं, हम उनको 3,111 यूनिट्स हम बिल्कुल फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट दे चुके हैं जब से हमारा ब्लड बैंक बना है, जिसकी कॉस्ट आती है 54,44,250 रुपीज। थर्ड रिकमेंडेशन से, कोई अदर रिकमेंडेशन से, कुछ डोनर कार्ड से आते हैं, वो हमारे यूनिट से 50,893 यूनिट्स, जिसकी कॉस्ट आती है 50,62,750 यूनिट रुपी। और हमारा रोटरी ब्लड बैंक 40 से 50% ब्लड बिल्कुल फ्री देता है। हमारा रेट आज की डेट में भी 1,050 रुपये है और फिर भी ये सेल्फ सस्टेनेबल है। जोरदार क्लैपिंग होनी चाहिए रोटरी ब्लड बैंक और थैलेसीमिया केयर सेंटर बनाने के लिए। एचएल भूटानी अंकल यहाँ बैठे हैं, महेंद्र मेहतानी अंकल बैठे हैं, मैं उनका नाम लिए बगैर अपनी स्पीच खत्म नहीं कर सकता। उनकी ब्लेसिंग्स और सतीश गोसाई सर दिल से कनेक्टेड हैं। वो मुझे एक ही बात कहते हैं, बेटा बिल्कुल फिक्र मत कर, कहीं भी कोई दिक्कत आएगी तो मैं खड़ा हूँ। सो शुक्रिया गोसाई सर आपका बहुत बहुत। शूशर कपूर सर जी भी स्पेशल आए हैं, सर के लिए भी जोरदार क्लैपिंग। उन्होंने भी अभी 10 बच्चे अडॉप्ट किए हैं। और इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं चाहूंगा रोटरी क्लब ऑफ फरीदाबाद मिड टाउन के लिए जोरदार क्लैपिंग की जाए और सब लोग जोरदार क्लैपिंग करें। फिटनेस क्लब ने बहुत अच्छा कंट्रीब्यूशन दिया है थैलेसीमिया बच्चों के लिए। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद जय भारत।
थैंक यू सो मच।
सर एक स्टेप आगे लीजिए प्लीज। यस प्लीज।
वेलकम डॉक्टर शुभ्रा फ्रॉम दिल्ली सेंट्रल। Can we have Dr. Subra? Subra.
He is already on the stage.
Can you please have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen? Next, I would like to invite on the stage PDG Ranjan Bhingra ji and request Brij Gupta ji and Satinder Chhabra ji to welcome PDG Ranjan Bhingra ji with a planter. Brij Gupta ji and Satinder Chhabra ji.
Yes please. Yes please.
Next, I would like to invite on the stage PDG Sanjeev Rai Mehra ji and to present a planter, Mr. Manish Kapoor and Dr. Naveen Garg. Munish Sharma ji, रीटा जी से रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे कि स्टेज पर आए। Manish Sharma ji and Dr. Naveen Garg to kindly join.
Yes sir, please. Sir, सेंटर में आइए। शिफ्ट हो जाइए। बस। Yes. Yes, look at please.
And next, I would like to invite on the stage past President Mahindra Mehtani ji, and to welcome him, I would request P.S. Bhatia ji and Balraj Govind ji. Next, I would like to invite on the stage Mr. Ravinder Dujeta from Foundation Against Thalassemia, and to welcome him with a planter, request Upender Singh ji and Jatinder Chhabra. Upender Singh ji and Jatinder Chhabra ji.
एक लेयर और ऐड कर दी ना by bringing 7 focus areas. Now you have now you have 5 avenues, 5 standing committees and then 7 focus. 5 avenues, 5 standing committees and 7 focus areas. तब 17 हो गए.
Yes sir, center में.
So for avenues, I am giving directors.
Yes please.
For committees, I am giving chair. And for the focus areas also I am giving chair.
मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगी मंच के सामने राकेश जैन जी से रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूँगी गोपीलाल गुप्ता जी का आभार व्यक्त करें इस कार्यक्रम में आने के लिए। मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूँगी राघवन जी से भी प्लीज साथ में ज्वाइन करें।
मेरे पिता समान है।
मेरे छोटे भाई विजय राघवन जी आज मैं इस वक्त में 4,800 एक्टिविटी
रिक्वेस्ट करूँगी उनका स्वागत करें एक प्लान करके द्वारा।
अभी आई सर। थैंक यू।
And request Mr. J.P. Malhotra to kindly join. Can we please have a huge round of applause once again, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much. और अगली बात हो रही थी वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की, और हमारे बीच बहुत सारी कार्य के लिए मैं बुलाना चाहूँगी पी.के. शुक्ला जी को, और साथ ही दिनेश जानवी जी को भी बुलाना चाहूँगी स्टेज पर। नरपाल सिंह जी को मैं स्टेज पर बुलाना चाहूँगी।
Just look at please. सर सामने।
Thank you. राघवन जी, रोटरी फाउंडेशन रोटेरियन सतीश गोसाई जी, मैं स्टेज पर बुलाना चाहूँगी आप सभी को, सभी बोर्ड मेंबर्स को और सभी टीम मेंबर्स को। वोकेशनल सर्विस रोटेरियन J.P. मल्होत्रा जी, इमीडिएट पास्ट प्रेसिडेंट रोटेरियन डॉक्टर ललित असीजा जी, प्रेसिडेंट इलेक्ट रोटेरियन दिनेश जांगिर, वाइस प्रेसिडेंट रोटेरियन डॉक्टर आशीष वर्मा, जॉइंट सेक्रेटरी रोटेरियन डॉक्टर अरुण गुप्ता, Sergeant at Arms Rotarian Anil Behel, Club Trainer Rotarian Amarjeet Singh Laba, Secretary Rotarian Manish Kapoor, Treasurer Rotarian Upender Kumar, Club Service Rotarian P.S. Bhatia, Community Service Rotarian Pankaj Garg, International Service Rotarian Sudhir Jaini, New Generation Service Rotarian Jatinder Singh Chhabra, Additional Director, Family of Rotary, Request करना चाहूँगी President Vijay Raghavan जी से to present TRF check of $500 to Director to District Governor Rotarian.
To give to the missing dignitaries, we plan to give a check of $500 to the Governor for Rotary Foundation.
ये देख के मुझे 40 लाख का लगता है ये।
Yes sir, look here.
Sir, close please.
Sir, please close. Yes, look here.
Yes, look at please.
Thank you.
Rotary Blood Bank Project.
Checks are here. The photo is here.
Yes sir.
ये जो 4,80,000 है, I believe that anybody does good, even a small good should be recognized, should be welcomed, recognized, and a round of applause for them. ये जो है 4,80,000 है, start the president राघवन साहब is committed. ये अभी half check है और आएगा भी. तो राघवन साहब is giving 96,000 rupees. उसके बाद 4 children are adopted by please pay. Vijay Raghavan ji has adopted 4 children. Then Satish Gupta has adopted 2 children. Ashok Gupta ji has adopted 2 children. But Raj Goyal, my friend, he actually wanted to leave Rotary, but he said, you take the money, but he's here today, but he said, मैं दे दूंगा, पर आगे आज जनरल मोदी की प्रोग्राम करेंगे. In the last year given 2 adopted 2 children. Pankaj Garg as adopting 2 children. Dinesh Raghavan adopted 2 children. You know, and one person I want to really thank, very casually talking to him. but 2 हफ्ते पहले हम बात कर रहे थे शमी कपूर जी से. मैं और दीपक जी बात करते, दीपक प्रसाद कपूर से. तो मैं कहा सर ऐसे ऐसे है थैलेसीमिया. तो कहते कि क्या आपका कॉस्ट आती है एक बच्चे की. मैंने बोला हमारी बच्चे की 2000 रुपये कॉस्ट आती है. शमी कपूर ईस्ट के मेंबर हैं. अच्छा बीच एक सब क्रेडिट भुटानी साहब
चेक मेरे पास है.
हाँ, शमी कपूर जी ने 2.5 लाख का चेक भेज दिया. तो शमी कपूर जी कहाँ पे है? कपूर साहब जरा आगे आओ. कपूर साहब is one of the man. On a single request, I just casually mentioned to him.
This check may be in favor of blood bank.
So Kapoor Sahib has given a 2.5 lakh रुपए का check. आइए Kapoor साहब.
On account of Satish Gosai and Rotary is of course.
Yeah. Sir, please. So in Shami Kapoor.
ये जो स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट थैलेसीमिया केयर सेंटर हमारे ब्लड बैंक में है, ये देन वास्तव में सतीश गोसाई जी की है. और जो थैलेसीमिया बच्चों की अडॉप्शन की बात है, जब इन्होंने ये बोला कि मिड टाउन में 20 बच्चे अडॉप्ट किए हैं, तो शमी कपूर जी ने 10 और बाकी हमारी क्लब के 5 जिन्होंने 10, टोटल 20 बच्चे ईस्ट में अडॉप्ट किए. तो दिस इज ग्रेट ऑनर फॉर. वास्तव में देखा जाए तो सीएम गोसाई जी, ये आपका श्रेय है जो ये हमारा थैलेसीमिया है. We are really indebted to Midtown and all Rotarians. Thank you very much.
4 बच्चे मैंने भी अडॉप्ट किए हैं. Not a big deal, but I want to say that, and also for Rotary Midtown Club is doing 55 lakh rupees project जो हमने पैसे दे दिए हैं for Rotary Blood Bank, जिसमें हम इनको 1400 बैग डोनेट करेंगे and 6 मशीनें डोनेट करेंगे. You know, so these are 55 lakh rupees. Already money has gone. Bhutani Sahib, thank you so much for doing a wonderful job.
Thank you so much. And it's time for the presentation of prestigious Paul Harris Fellow Award and pin for contribution of $1,000 to Rotary Foundation. And to do the honors, once again request our honorable chief guest and Rotarian JP Malhotra ji to kindly join, and Vijay Raghavan ji along with Satish Prasad ji.
And announce the name. Request the gentleman to come down and receive his Polish fellow certificate from Mr. Governor. Upinder Singh. Upinder Singh.
उपिंदर सिंह जी को स्टेज पर बुलाना चाहेंगे.
He has contributed $1,000 for becoming PhD.
Yes, sir, look here. Yes, look here, sir. Yes, please. Thank you.
हाँ यस सर आप ही चल गए सर.
And next, Satinder Chauhan ji, Rotarian Satinder Chauhan. Rotarian Satinder Chauhan ji.
और ये आज पीछे बैठी का स्टेप है. और उसके बाद जो है आपने फाउंडेशन में जिक्र किया, राघवन जी has promised to become vision. Second level. Raghvan ji will become major donor by the end of this year. I would like to invite my friend H.S. Malik to please come, sir. आपको सर्टिफिकेट पहले पहुंच गया था, लेकिन लास्ट से जो आपने कंट्रीब्यूशन करी तो आपका पिच का जो डायमंड है, पिच का डायमंड बढ़ जाता है जी. उनकी पिन आ गई थी और मेरा भाई आओ जाओ मलिक साहब. बस मुझे याद है seasoned Rotarian sir and senior post vice president, charter vice president.
Yes, sir, look here.
Yes, please.
For the club announcement for the month. On 20th, at 12th, we have flag hosting
On 8th August, Rotarian Satish Gupta ji. On 9th August, Rotarian Narinder Sharma ji. On 12th August, Annie Nisha Gupta ji. On 17th August, Rotarian Prince Gupta ji. On 23rd August, Annie Guneet Chabda ji. On 30th August, Rotarian Pankaj Garg ji.
That's right.
Thank you all for being a part of the wonderful evening. Today, formal kickstart of our Rotary year 22-23.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, please.
Yes, look here, ma'am.
Sir, सामने.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the vote of thanks.
And good evening. We are extremely honored and grateful to you all for your presence today at our club installation of our President 2022-23, Shri Vijay Raghavanji and his team. With your presence and participation today, we at Midtown are feeling blessed and strengthened. You have shown us the way forward. We assure you all that Midtown and our President Vijayji and his team, with the able guidance of Chief Patel Shri Satish Gosai and dynamic charge President J.P. Malhotraji, will imagine Rotary and achieve new heights in all 7 areas of Rotary to humanity. Together we shall create a new legacy of service projects, global grants and membership retention, gender equality and growth. As President-elect, I am committed to maintain continuity and bring in more innovative and imaginative Rotary. Once again, we express our gratitude. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Now I announce meeting. Thank you so much for all of you. Meeting is ended.
Cake ceremony. Congratulations, Abansi. Thank you,
Request everyone to please join with us and take the
सर थोड़ा सा डाउन करना डाउन हाँ Thank you.
Rotarian, glamorous lady, Neeraj Sharma. Neeraj, please step forward with your friends. We're going to celebrate in style. Please come over, Neeraj. Please don't be shy, don't be shy. I would like to ask her husband Vivek as well to join. Are you with me? Neeraj is our new Rotarian. Thank you so much. All the friends of Neeraj, please come. Vivek, you need to have a down the
Congratulations and celebrations. We're not worried on the glory that will be. Congratulations and celebrations. I want the world to know how happy as can be. Who would believe that I could be happy and contented? I used to think that happiness meant being limited, but that was in the bad old days. Before I met you, when I met you, walk into my heart. We sing happy birthday to you, and may all your dreams come true. Happy, happy birthday. This is your birthday song.
मुझे बड़ा तड़पावे तू देख आज भी दिल पर उड़िए तीर रंग जल जावे तड़पे बिन पिए शराबी चेहरा तेरा गुलाबी कोई चूना इमला कर जावे जो इतनी हो बेताबी ये चला गोरियां
तूने हवा में भांग मिलाया, अपना नशा क्यों हो रहा है, आँखों से मीठा तूने खिलाया। वो तेरी मन की मुरली गुलाबी हो गई, चले जाने के साथ हो गई। बलम पिचकारी जो तूने मुझे मारी, वो सीधी सादी चोरी शराबी हो गई।
लड़की ओ लड़की आँख मारे आँख मारे, ओ लड़की आँख मारे आँख मारे, ओ लड़की आँख मारे। दरवाजे को कुंडी मारो, कोई ना बच के जाने पाए, डीजे को समझा दो म्यूजिक गलती से भेद ना जाए। आगा जो फील करे वो जाके दौड़ बुल लटक ले, जिसको डांस नहीं करना हो जाके। अरे अभी तो पार्टी शुरू हो रही है। मैं कहना कुछ भी पहले ही दे तू वार्निंग, पार्टी चलेगी till 6 in the morning। जी भर के नाच ले बेबी, नाच नाच के तोड़ दे सैंडल, आंटी पुलिस बुला लेगी तो यार तेरा कर लेगा हैंडल। हिट में जारी जिसको अपनी जान प्यारी, चुपचाप वो फ्लोर पे आए, फ्लोर पे आके नाचे गाए, नखरे वखरे ना दिखाए, शर्म तो करते बाए बाए, माइकल जैक्सन वाले 2-3 एक्शन करके दिखाए। पार्टी करनी है पार्टी करेंगे, किसी के भी कपड़ा से नहीं करेंगे।
Y llega hoy tan de repente y da sentido toda mi vida como un gol. Más podré. लेती हूँ मैं जब जोर जोर से, अंगड़ाइयाँ लेती हूँ मैं जब जोर जोर से, की आवाज़ है आती है
तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान मेरी आरज़ू तू ही मेरी आबरू तू ही मेरी जान बिछड़े चमन तुझ पे दिल कुर्बान
हमारा भारत
वंदे मातरम वंदे
हमारा भारत
जिन्होंने हमें सम्मान का मौका दिया सर जी आगे सर जी और एक ले लो ना पाजी दोबारा चलाए दोबारा हेलो वंदे
जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल पर जानी जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी अपनी छतरी तुमको दे दे कभी जबर से पानी कभी नए पैकेट में बेचे तुमको चीज पुरानी फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी 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 हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल पर जानी जैसी भी है अपनी यही कहानी थोड़ी हम में होशियारी है थोड़ी है नादानी थोड़ी हम में सच्चाई सच्चाई है थोड़ी बेईमानी।
मेरा ही जलवा, मेरा ही जलवा, अरे यहाँ भी होगा वहाँ भी होगा, तो सारे जहाँ में होगा क्या? मेरा ही जलवा, मेरा ही जलवा।
हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी, जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी। हम लोगों को समझ सको तो समझो दिल भर जानी, जितना भी तुम समझोगे उतनी होगी हैरानी। अपनी छतरी तुमको दे दे कभी जबर से पानी, कभी नए पैकेट में बेचे तुमको चीज पुरानी। फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी, फिर भी दिल है हिंदुस्तानी।
भाई साहब, आज देशभक्ति की भावना जागृत करने के लिए हमारे हरपाल भाई का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। 25 की उम्र में उन्होंने बहुत जो कमाल किया है, देशभक्ति की 25 प्लस की उम्र में जो उन्होंने कमाल किया है, देशभक्ति की भावना जो आज उन्होंने जागृत की है, वाकई इसका कोई जवाब नहीं है। और मैं उनसे पूछना चाहता हूँ, ये कहाँ से जज्बा मिला? ये आप लोगों से सबसे आया है।
हमारे गुसाई जी ने भी 1 लाख रुपए दिए।
पैसे तो गली नहीं कर रहा है गुसाई साहब। आज देशभक्ति की भावना सरोवर है, इनका मेरा अभिमान है। की क्या हुआ?
मैं ये कहूँगा हरपाल भाई ने हरपाल भाई ये बताओ, आज आपका ध्यान दारू से पड़ गया, छत पे कैसे
लगा दो यार।
कुछ करिए, नस नस में खो दे, कुछ करिए, कुछ करिए। ओ कोई तो चल से पड़िए, तुम पे करिए या करिए, और कोई तो चल से पड़िए, तुम पे करिए या करिए। पतंगों में भिड़ती उमंगों में, खेलों के मेलों में, बरसाती रेलों में, गन्नों के मीठे में, खतर में छींटे में, ढूंढो तो मिल जाए कप्ता वो गीतों में। आज निकले और खुल के आज बिखरे, मन जाए ऐसी होती रग रग में चलती बोली। दस है ना बस है जी, जिद है तो जिद है जी, किसना यूही किसना यूही किसना यूही बस खेलिए। कोई तो चल सिद्ध पड़िए, तुम पे करिए या करिए, और कोई तो चल सिद्ध पड़िए।
लाली आयो ते लाली यारी
गुस्सा अंगदार के अंदर ठेकेदार मैं तेरा सारा गुस्सा अंगदार के अंदर ठेकेदार मैं तेरा सारा गुस्सा